Hi, we are Russ and Cindy, and we have adventures in our high-ass camper with our two dogs, Teddy and Panda. Stick around and see what we are up to today, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment. We would really appreciate it.
So where are we today, love?
We are at Durong. We left home yesterday afternoon.
Right. Friday we left to get out of town. Only drove an hour down the road. But it's a nice spot here at Durong. Free camp. We'll give you some photos. Good toilets. Reasonably quiet except for the trucks, but that's life out here. Where are we headed to today?
Mooney.
Mooney.
With a very loud puppy.
Is that right? Are you protesting, Panda?
She's protesting because she's hooked up to the van.
She's hooked up to the van. Well, they're both hooked up to the van.
Yeah.
So we didn't forget too many things this trip, did we? Except for the leads.
Well, the dog leads could be a little bit important.
Well, we had some old raggy ones. We'll have to get some today and get to Dalby.
Well, I'm not the one who put the dogs in the car.
No, you weren't. The dogs put themselves in the car. So it's your fault, Teddy. Right. Don't do it again.
Do you think he agrees?
Don't do it again. So we'll take some photos here. We'll take photos along the way. So what's our the next few weeks? What's our planned destinations?
Tonight we're going to Mooney. Tomorrow night we'll be going through St George to Bollon.
Bollon, yep. And what are we doing at Bollon?
Monday morning we're doing an Indigenous eco tour.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that should be really good. Yeah, should be really lovely. And we've got permission to do a video with them and an interview, so that should be interesting.
Yep. Bollon to Cunnamulla?
Cunnamulla for 2 nights, and we're going to have a look around Cunnamulla and see the sights.
Staying on the river there?
Staying out at the caravan park there. Bollon's a free night stop when we're there. Oh, somebody's protesting. That's a little bit better. Now we've got the puppies. Yes, very important puppies who are always interesting on the first night, but very well behaved yesterday on the drive down.
First night, every night, every first night, it's like going away with kids.
It is. They're very excited.
No sleeping.
Very excited puppies. They love camping.
I like looking out the driver's window, the high A's, seeing what they can see, letting us know that what's something I want to play with at midnight.
Yeah, all the horses.
The horse
sounds last night, all the cattle sounds.
Yeah, I go like this.
Oh, anyway. Teddy's gorgeous. Oh, you can't eat that, Ted.
Can't eat any like.
So that's what we're doing today anyway, out to Mooney.
So we'll stop and do little videos along the way. There's 2 videos ready to go in the pile, in the release already. So 2 weeks, our anniversary run. Eh?
Yes.
So we've never given the old girl a name, and we were talking about it coming in yesterday. It's an 86 high ace. It's got nice blue and black stripes. It's got that blue pop top, and at night time we have our lights on, and you see the lights through the blue tarp. And I was thinking about Electric Blue from the song from Icehouse. So leave it in the comments. What do you reckon? Electric Blue?
So this is the history of the Mooney Highway, the Dalby to St George part. The early days. The road linking Dalby to St George has played an important role in the development of the wool, cattle and oil industries in outback Queensland. Prior to the establishment of the Mooney Highway in the 1960s, the only route between the two larger centres was a long, lonely track that followed the Mooney River. In 1871, the oldest original mail service, MS-36, was established. It covered 241 miles or 385 kilometres and took 1 week on horseback. The settlers along the old Mooney Road were known as ridge dwellers because they established their homes on the sandy ridges of the river. It was not an easy life. The trials faced by early settlers were many and included isolation, prickly pear, floods, drought, brigalow scrub, and the greatly feared death adder. The graves of many who fell foul of these challenges scattered the length of the route. Many early settlers were driven from their properties either by the ravages of drought or the curse of the ever-increasing prickly pear. Some found jobs on the construction of the railway branch line between Dalby and Tara, but relief finally came for landholders by way of cactoblastus moth, timber clearing contractors and heavy earth moving machinery left over from the war effort. By the early 1950s, with increasing use of the old road and ever-present difficulties experienced with the rough terrain and during wet weather, the decision was made to build a new gravel road. Clearing of land on the new route took place between 1948 and 1953, and construction of the road was completed in 1954. Parts of the road went through private properties, and before fences and grids were built, there were 52 gates to stop at, open, and then close along the way. In 1961, the Mooney oil fields became the first commercial oil operation in Australia, producing 1,500 to 2,500 barrels a day. This event caused great excitement in the area and across the state. The discovery also placed new demands on the dirt highway. Mr. E. Evans, Minister for Main Roads, pushed through roadworks to accommodate the increased usage, and in 1961, a single-lane bitumen road was constructed following the first small section of bitumen that was placed at the location now known as Bitumen Hill. It wasn't until the 1980s that the Mooney Highway became a two-lane sealed road consisting of 6 bridges. From the 1970s to 2006, widening, realignment and overtaking lane projects provided a complete 2-lane highway, much of it at 110 kilometres per hour speed limit. Other works included a concrete structure replacement of Finch Creek Timber Bridge and the widening of the Wilkie Creek Bridge. And of course, we're at Westmar. How was it named? Westmar is a small town at the crossroads of the Mooney Highway and the Meandara-Talwood Road, 106 kilometres west of St George. West? The Anderson. You can probably hear my confusion as I read this information, saying that Westmar is west of St George. As you can see by this map, it clearly is east of St George, and obviously there has been some sort of a mistake typing information, whatever, and it is now on this board as being west of St George. It isn't. Now back to the rest of the information. The Anderson brothers, owners of Western and Maranoa transport companies, owned a fuel depot and rest stop for their truckies at this intersection. The name Westmar was derived from Western and Maranoa transport. So what have we got here? We have got the ladies, and inside we've got a toilet, and then we have a shower. Look at that. Oh, amazing. Toilet and shower. And this is at Westmar at the truck stop. So that you guys can have showers and toilets for free if you're travelling through. Stay at the free camp over the road. Get toilets and showers for free over here. After this happy encounter of finding a free campsite that had access to showering facilities, which we returned to on our way home, we travelled on through St George to Bollon. It rained most of the way and it was very wet, which continued for most of the trip. Come and join us on our adventure and watch our next video when we embark on a cultural experience and have the most amazing time on the Nullawaka First Nations tour, where you will see Russ throw a boomerang, play a didgeridoo, and find out what scar trees are about. Hoping to see you next week on Russ and Cindy High Ace Adventures.
Well, where are we at? Bollon. What river?
Wallam Creek.
Wallam Creek campground, free campground. The cemetery is over there. We'll have our tour tomorrow and go with Aboriginal people, elders in the community, and talk and walk. And yes, it's rained, of course. And there's lots and lots of people here in case we get stuck. There we go.